The Zintharian Empire had ruled the galaxy for 3,000 years. Their throne room, carved from a single crystal mountain on their capital world, had witnessed the submission of countless species. Today it would witness something unprecedented. Ambassador Kira Chen walked through the massive doors, her diplomatic credentials verified by 12 different security systems. The Zintharians prided themselves on their surveillance technology. Quantum scanners that could detect a lie before it left your lips, biomonitors that tracked every heartbeat, neural readers that mapped thoughts in real time. Their throne room was the most secure location in known space. She was the perfect spy, or so Earth intelligence had believed. The Emperor sat upon his throne of living light, his 4 eyes tracking her approach. Around him stood the High Council, military commanders whose fleets had burned worlds, scientists who had cracked the secrets of reality itself, and telepaths who could shatter minds with a thought. Ambassador Chen. The Emperor's voice resonated through the chamber, translated instantly by implants all diplomats carried. You honor us with your presence, though I must confess we find it curious that Earth sends a new ambassador so soon after the previous one. Kira bowed, her face a mask of diplomatic composure. Ambassador Torres was recalled for personal reasons, Your Radiance. I hope to continue building the friendship between our peoples. Friendship. The Emperor tasted the word. An interesting choice. Tell me, Ambassador, what does Earth truly want from the Zintharian Empire? This was it, the moment she'd trained 5 years for. Hidden in her neural pathways, protected by Earth's most advanced counterintelligence technology, lay the complete defense protocols of the Zintharian fleet. One casual scan of her credentials, one handshake with the right official, and the data had been hers. In 72 hours, she'd be back on Earth, and humanity would finally have a chance against the Empire that had kept them confined to their own system for a century. We seek only knowledge and trade, Your Radiance. Earth has much to offer. Lies, said Archon Vex, the chief telepath, his crystalline form pulsing with dark light. Her surface thoughts are rehearsed. Beneath them, there is something else, something hidden. Kira's heart rate spiked. Impossible, the shielding was supposed to be unbreakable. Interesting, the Emperor leaned forward. Perhaps our new ambassador is not what she seems. Archon, dig deeper. Pain lanced through Kira's skull as the telepath's consciousness invaded her mind. She felt her mental defenses crumbling, layer after layer stripped away. In seconds, they would have everything. Not just the stolen data, but Earth's entire intelligence network, every operative, every plan. She had one option left, the one they'd hoped she'd never need to use. I'm sorry, she whispered and triggered the failsafe. The neural implant erupted, flooding her brain with white fire. The stolen data, her memories, her very identity, everything burned away in an instant. She felt herself falling, heard alarms screaming, saw the Zintharian guards rushing forward, but something was wrong. The burning didn't stop at her mind. It spread outward, cascading through the telepathic link Archon Vex had established. His scream was silent but felt by every psychic-capable being in the room. The failsafe wasn't just destroying her. It was a virus, a mimetic weapon, propagating through the Zintharian neural network at the speed of thought. Close the link, someone shouted. Sever all connections, too late. The High Council's telepaths dropped one by one, their consciousness fragmenting as the human-designed virus tore through their shared mental space. The quantum security systems, linked to the telepaths' minds for instantaneous threat assessment, began cascading failures. Emergency protocols activated and immediately crashed. The entire crystal throne room started to resonate at frequencies that shouldn't have been possible. Kira's body collapsed to the floor, but some fragment of awareness remained, enough to see the chaos unfolding. The Emperor stood, his composure finally breaking. What have you done? But Kira Chen couldn't answer. The person who had walked into the throne room no longer existed. What remained was something else entirely, a ghost in the machine, a consciousness uploaded into the dying moments before oblivion, transmitted through the very neural links the Zintharians had used to probe her mind. The virus had been humanity's true weapon. Not stolen data, but a Trojan horse delivered by a volunteer who knew she would never come home. Kira had been a sacrifice, but one that would echo across the galaxy. As the throne room security grid collapsed completely, She felt her consciousness fragment and scatter across the Xantharian network. In her last moments, she understood what Earth intelligence had really done. They hadn't sent a spy to steal information. They'd sent a weapon. And weapons didn't walk out. They detonated. The Xantharian Empire's greatest strength, their interconnected telepathic network spanning thousands of worlds, became their vulnerability. The virus spread like wildfire through quantum-entangled minds, not destroying but corrupting, planting doubt, erasing loyalty protocols, freeing enslaved species from mental conditioning, scrambling military command structures. The Empire wouldn't fall today, but its foundations had been fractured by one human who walked into their throne room and became something they had never imagined possible. A ghost in their machine, a whisper in their thoughts, a reminder that humanity, confined and underestimated, had learned to turn their enemies' greatest strengths into their own weaknesses. One human spy had walked into the Galactic throne room. None walked out. But something far more dangerous had been born in those final moments. The legend of humanity's willingness to sacrifice everything for freedom, and the terrible ingenuity they could weaponize when pushed to the edge. The galaxy would never underestimate Earth again,